The absolute most important thing is officer safety.
People, people, people. This is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Rogue Nation. If you haven't subbed to him, make sure you go do that now. You won't be disappointed. I guarantee it. I got these videos from his Salvation Army probation playlist. So make sure you go over there and watch all of the videos in that playlist. And make sure you tell him for officer safety, aka no directives sent you.
Probation department. Hello, ma'am. Is this the probation department?
Yes, it is.
Is it? Is there somebody I could talk to? I've been looking online. There's a lot of reviews on it. Bad service, that kind of thing.
Okay, okay, who are you with?
Who am I with?
Yes.
I'm with myself.
Okay, and what is he doing?
We're independent media. We're gathering content for a story.
Okay, you cannot be recording. And he's recording on his phone, so he needs to turn it off.
Okay, why can't we record? Is there a law?
It looks like she's making a phone call.
Would you come to the front desk, please?
I wonder who to.
Getting a supervisor for you, okay?
Thank you, ma'am. She's getting a supervisor. Oh, and you like how they have that ATM machine right next to the cash window? They are efficient at stealing your money, my friend.
Is that what they do here?
That's exactly what they're doing here, stealing people's money for victimless crimes. No.
What's going on?
I came in to do a public records request.
From here?
Yep. Probation office.
What record are you trying to get?
I'm trying to get a couple of them, actually. I asked to speak to a supervisor. I'm still waiting. They told me to sit down.
Okay.
So, if you'd like to, you can speak with them, see what their problem is.
What people are you trying to get information on?
I'm not trying to get information on people. I want the last 2 days footage from the cameras.
For what? For what? For what?
It's for content, for a story. I'm working on a story. I'm an independent journalist. So.
Okay. Do you have IDs stating that you have the credentials to be a journalist?
Who issues those credentials? Do you know?
Whoever you work for.
Yeah, no, there's no press credentials. I'm an independent journalist. I could print something out on my printer if it'd make you happy, but I'm not required to by law.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Charlie O'Connell. Can I have a supervisor respond, please?
How's it going, guys?
Good.
So the deal, you guys are absolutely allowed to record.
Thank you.
The Salvation Army Corrections Department doesn't want you guys here anymore, okay? So you do have to leave.
Is this a probation office?
And are you on
To
parole or
the best of
probation?
my knowledge, yes.
Okay, is it for the public?
Are you on
Yes,
parole or
but-
probation, sir?
Is your mom on parole? Is your mom on parole?
Why did you ask?
What kind of a question is that?
With this
Can-
scenario.
Can you let me?
Yeah, sure.
Go.
I think she asked her question before me, so.
Okay. I am not on parole and probation.
Okay.
Are you telling me that the only person that can public records request the probation office is people that's on probation?
No. But what
Oh,
we are
okay.
telling you is that them as a business, they have asked you to leave, okay? And they have every right to do that, okay?
Okay. Probation is a business.
The Salvation Army is a business, yes, sir.
Okay.
And
Is this
as a
Salvation Army
business-
customers?
Can I talk for a second?
Yeah.
As a business, just like every other business out there, they have the right to refuse service, okay? And trespass people from their location, okay? So at this point, they want to invoke that right to do that and don't want you guys on the property.
Okay, let me just clarify.
Sure.
Is this state probation office?
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Can
I
we
would have to
find
double
out,
check.
because the state probation office, whether who runs it, is public.
Okay.
And the public, unless I've committed a crime, has a right to be in a public area. These gentlemen
Well,
behind you are
well,
part of the public, right?
Sure.
Okay.
But the thing is, they, as workers here,
Okay.
you know,
Public workers,
to
if
the
they're
best
working
of my
for the
knowledge, we have
state.
a supervisor on the way, so we'll double
Okay.
check, obviously,
Okay.
you know, because I don't want to. I understand you guys are.
Because
you know,
Article 1, Section 2 of the Florida Constitution allows for equal protection. That means if the public's
Sure.
allowed in an area, I'm allowed in the area with a camera or not.
Sure. I'm
Okay,
not saying
okay.
it's got nothing to do
And
with
at
the
the end
camera
of
or
the
anything
day,
like that.
Please remember, the people that come here have jobs, the bosses don't know that they come here. And the fact that you're recording people coming in and out of here puts them at jeopardy with their job and their loved ones.
So what you're saying is that these people lie to their bosses and don't tell them they're on probation? That's not my fault. I can't help that if they're liars. I mean, they're
Well, I'm
criminals
just
already,
saying,
right?
since you brought up that article about protecting people and privacy and stuff like that, but yet you're here
So
not giving any regards to other people's privacy.
There is no privacy in public, right? We all know the plain view
Just
doctrine.
arrived, okay, and he'll be able to discuss it with you. You know, he obviously knows, you know, obviously he's a supervisor for a reason, okay?
Yeah.
But they, as a business, do wish to not have you guys here any further, okay?
Well, if it's a state probation office and the general public's allowed, then I'm allowed.
No, you're not.
Up to a point, up to
Yes,
the
if
point
they
where
ask you to
they.
leave and you don't leave, you're gonna go to jail for trespass after warning, so. The
Okay.
staff has asked them to leave already?
No, they haven't asked us to leave. The lady actually has
That's
told me to
what
wait. I'm here making a
we're
public
talking about
records
right now.
request.
So go get them in, so we can take care of this.
So in order for them to deny a public records request, they just asked to leave.
Once I told them to quit recording, and if they did not leave, I would call over.
Alright guys, time to go.
And they sat and they refused to leave. So this is the second time.
Don't come back.
Okay, so how do I fill a public records request with this office?
You guys do, I'm not trying to, you know, bug you any more than you have to. You have to get off of the property, okay? So they. Yeah, do you guys,
Nope.
make sure you guys don't come back on the property, obviously, because then it is trespass after warning, okay? This is your warning, whether or not it's in paper or not. You
Okay.
can't come back. If you do, you will be.
Can I get names and badge numbers of everybody here, please?
Can we get your name, please, so we can document this also?
As soon as I get your name and badge numbers.
I'm gonna give you a case card with our name and case number on it.
Okay.
Can I get your first name, please, sir?
As soon as I get names and badge numbers.
Sure.
Okay. That's not how
T.
this
Robertson,
works, sir.
badge number 6168.
Bode,
What is
Sergeant.
your name?
Mucci.
Manucci, not Mucci.
What is it, sir?
Manucci, Sergeant Manucci.
Sergeant Minucci. Thank you, sir. Good now. Thank you.
Can I please have your name, sir?
T. Robertson, 6168.
T1 Robinson. My first name's George.
George?
Yep.
And your last name, Mr. George?
Is not gonna happen.
What is your name, sir?
How do I file a public records request with this office then?
I don't know.
I didn't hear you, I'm so sorry.
So just to clarify, when I go into a public building, ask for public records, all they have to do is say leave, and they don't have to fill my public records. Is that what you're saying the law is?
Maybe you should Google it.
Well, is that what you're saying? You came in saying the law, if they asked me to
No,
leave,
I'm
I had to
saying
leave.
if they ask you to leave the property and you don't, then you go to jail. I don't know anything about your request. That's
Okay.
something you need to learn about on your own. That's
Okay.
something you need to learn about on your own. That's
Okay.
something you need to learn about on your own. I don't have any idea about that.
Well, I know about it. That's why I'm wondering why you guys are trespassing me when I'm here making a open records request.
Because this is
Is-
private property and they ask you to leave.
It's private. It's not a state probation office.
It is owned by somebody, so it makes it private property.
When the state
Well,
rents
that
out a
business over there.
facility, when the state
Sir,
rents
I'm not
out,
going to argue with you about what it is. I'm explaining to you what's going on. I'm not going to debate with you back and forth whether or not this is open to everybody who wants to come inside. Obviously, it's not because they asked you to leave.
okay, so it's restricted to certain people.
Facilitate you guys leaving, so that's what happened. So we're done.
Okay,
Now you guys have a good day.
thank you. Tell them I'll stand here until they wish to file the public records request.
Also, sir, let me explain something to you. Also,
Mm-hmm.
there's an ordinance in the city that says that you're not allowed to block a sidewalk,
Sure.
which you both are standing on.
Yep. And there has to be actual traffic for you to block.
I'm explaining to you what the ordinance is, okay?
Yeah, I know the
Is that
ordinance.
what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're blocking a sidewalk,
Mhm.
and I ask you to stop blocking the sidewalk, and you do not stop blocking that sidewalk, then you are in violation of the city ordinance. Blah, 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 blah. So, you know, I'm just letting you know why you guys are standing out here, okay?
Okay.
They're also doing construction, so you might want to be careful.
You just can't stop it.
Oh yeah. My lawyer's gonna have a heyday with this one. Well, you heard it, guys. Blocking the sidewalk. Bought a shirt today specifically for this audit. I want you to get a look at it. Okay, Salvation Army, y'all need Jesus. Alright, I'll get back to you here in a minute. Alright, here we are. Back up at the Salvation Army.
Okay. You need to turn it off. Please turn it off.
How rude.
Yes. Okay. I don't know right now. Really? Can you do something? Who are you looking for?
You guys out to lunch?
Okay, yeah, that's not signed in yet. Oh. And Janice, I really don't know, and I've got somebody with a camera in my face. Got somebody with a camera in my face. Got somebody with a camera in my face. Yeah, so I'm not doing so well right now. All right, thanks.
Can I file an open records request here, or? Hello?
Sir, I am really busy, and I've asked you to turn that camera off.
Will you turn your cameras off? Do you have a supervisor, perhaps?
Yeah, he's coming up here.
Sweet.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm still waiting on a supervisor.
I'll be with you in a moment.
Yeah, that's what you said like 10 minutes ago.
Okay. So just have a seat for me.
I'm gonna stand here and wait.
Okay. Alright, I'll call you right back. Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it, sir.
My video, right? Where's my phone?
Excuse me. Get your fucking camera away from my car before I smack you.
You all are not the happiest people in the world.
Okay.
Hey, you're supposed to. I'm not giving you permission. You have to have me sign off to give you permission to film me.
Oh, I do?
You do.
What law is that?
What law is that? The law of hard knocks.
Sweet. Let me check it out. That would be you.
What's her name?
Captain Awesome.
Captain Schmuck.
That would be you, sir.
I'm being harassed by a guy with a camera.
You don't got no right, no consent.
It's the Salvation Army Probation Office. 330. What's
No,
the address here?
330 North Magnolia.
We're out front of the probation office. Apparently, there's this guy here. He's been videotaping people without their consent. There's an officer right here. I'm actually going to flag him down because he's been videotaping. If you could dispatch that officer right now, he's like right here at the light. But he's videotaping people without their consent. He's videotaping the probation
He's
officer.
harassing him.
And they said they already had to chase him off on Thursday. They
Right
already
by
had to chase him off on
Opposite
Thursday
Girls
because he was doing the same
Salvation
thing.
We got a guy out here that's harassing everybody with a camera, filming.
Yeah, I already
And I've
called.
already asked him not to film myself. You had police out here on Thursday asking him to leave, and now he's filming me too. And I've asked him to stop. My name is Bruce.
On three, I love dick. 3, 2, 1.
All right. I love you.
Yes, I believe my daughter would go to consent to when he asked him to leave. And
I'm
now he's
telling
out
you
front
now, you
filming
have no
everybody and
right
harassing
and you have no consent to videotape.
You know, you guys are all nuts.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm about to knock his camera out of his hand.
He's a white male. He's wearing a blue shirt. He goes by Captain Awesome, he says. And his shirt says y'all need Jesus.
Hold the sign.
Why?
No, it's my friend Jesus, not Jesus.
Standing right here. Stop sign. One minute. Anyways, what was that, ma'am? He's standing right by the street. He videotaped this young woman's butt the whole time she was standing in line. I mean, that's creepy. Probably him. I mean, anybody that stands here with a camera at the probation office got to be on something.
This is gold, guys.
I love gold.
This is comedy gold. Anybody at the probation office recording's got to be on something, she says.
Yeah, I think he needs medical attention. Psychiatric help.
Where did they grow these people? Not in America. What's up, buddy? Tell her cameras are everywhere, man.
Sure do, but you're an idiot over here.
That's what the uneducated say.
Yeah, well, you ain't got no goddamn consent to fucking film me, so just know that.
We'll call the police.
I already motherfucking did.
I just came out because I'm waiting. Huh?
You're filming us.
We have no expectation of privacy in public, sir.
You have no expectation.
Nobody.
But you know what? A normal person would not video other people that have problems. But that's what you might as well just go in the hospital and ICU and start filming them too, right? Because they have no privacy from you, is what you're saying.
I was here for the state employees. You guys created the fuss.
You filming my car.
After you were filming me.
You have no right filming shit.
We don't need it.
And you know what? Under normal circumstance, I'd walk over and I would knock your camera out because you have no rights.
Driving away in a cop car.
You don't have a right.
Oh, you do, but I don't.
You have a badge that shows that you're doing for TV channels or anything like that? Where's your ID? Where's your ID that shows that you're allowed to do that?
Why would you imagine that I'd have to provide you with it?
I'm asking you a question. Do you have an ID?
Yeah.
That shows that you're a critical, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
You do. Okay. Well, I guess you'll have to show the police when they get here.
How much you want to bet I won't?
How much you bet I won't? Well, I know you will be escorted out of here.
Okay.
You have no rights to kill people that don't want to be killed.
You want to put money on it?
You have the right to film my children if they were there?
If they're in public.
I'll tell you what. The day you would film my kids at a young age would be the day that you would have a major problem.
Yeah.
You would definitely have a major problem with this dad.
Yeah.
You probably don't have any kids. You're probably single.
I got 2 little girls.
Yeah? So you want somebody to infringe on them when they're in a room or somewhere and take pictures of them?
If they're in public, they have no expectation of privacy. No, when we go out to Disney, I don't harass every father taking video of his kids that get my kids in his video. No, I don't.
Well, then you're pretty ignorant.
Here they come, guys. Here come the saviors. They're pulling around the back of the building for you. Remember, education is always free.
You need to shut up already.
Hurry up and hide the dope. He might search your car.
You're a fucking idiot.
Sergeant Minucci. That's funny. Hopefully, Sergeant Minucci is teaching about public photography today. He wasn't on par with his duties last time, so we'll see if he's been brushed up by this higher-ups here in Ocala. I'm gonna put this on pause. Education's always free, guys. Education is always free.
Ooh, niggas.
Now, that must feel pretty bad when an idiot taught you something today. It's pretty bad when an idiot teaches you something today. That photograph in public is perfectly legal. Now you can stop whining.
You both idiots!
Don't go to jail today, old man.
Make sure you get that though. Ashley. Apparently he said that he likes to videotape you. I got it. Oh yeah, make sure you tell them I got that medical marijuana too. All day. Medical marijuana all day right here, baby. Medical. All legal. Weird ass shit.
Okay, I'll let them all in.
God, you making my deodorant expire. I'm gonna need some more out of this shit. Holy
They're
moly.
gonna be coming back out here.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, I understand what you're doing here, and that's fine, but I also saw you recording from that walkway. That's private property up there. That has nothing to do with corrections. That's a separate entity.
You saw me from where?
I saw you standing on that walkway from my truck over there
Did you?
when you were recording.
Yeah, I was on the sidewalk right there. I got it all on film.
You were right there. I saw you. I'm just saying,
Okay.
whatever you're doing over here, that's your business, but please don't go past those railings over there, because that's a whole different
Property.
whole different entity and whole different property.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah. Break it down. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Now you doing it.
Like that guy that got chased by the cop. And I started dancing.
I like that. Give it to him. He got a website. It's called Rogue Nation. RogueNationAudit.com. So we videotape all the officers.
Yep. Rogue Nation. Yep. No, it's Rogue Nation Audits on YouTube.
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Doing alright. My name is Josh. Sorry, I was with a client. That's why took a little bit.
That's fine. Yeah, he called the other day and I left you a message. I didn't get a call back, but
Yeah, I was in meetings all day yesterday.
okay.
Alright, so what requests are you looking for?
I'm looking for the sign-in sheet for the Thursday that I was here, which I believe was March 21st. I'm looking for the.
Let me write it down for you. Okay.
I'm looking for the phone call extension list that was hanging on the bulletin board behind the receptionist's desk right there. And I was also requesting footage from the cameras, the front cameras.
Footage they won't, because that's our security system for security for our building. That is not required by public records law on how we secure our building.
Okay.
So that I can't give you according to my corporate.
Okay, so you've already talked to them about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I was told when I got in yesterday that you were asking for that, or whoever. I don't know if you were one of the ones that were here the other day.
Okay, yeah, that was me.
Okay, and they said that that's something according to statute, because that's how we secure our building, is not permissible. But everything else that you're requesting, I believe, is permissible.
Okay, great.
Oh, is there anything else you need?
No, that's it.
Okay.
I can come back in next week and pick it up.
What's your phone number, buddy?
I don't give out my number.
Okay.
I'll just come back in next week and pick it up.
I'm just trying to think of my schedule. All right, can you wait a second? I'll go check my schedule, tell you what day so I know I'll be here, tell you what day so I can come back and you can come back and pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, I can get it from the receptionist, can't I? Or...
Yeah, if that's fine with you, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, just tell them to leave it at the desk and I'll come back in and I'm sure they'll know it's me and they could just give it to me then.
Okay, that's no
All right?
problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. And if there's any fees associated with the copying or anything,
20 cents a page.
yeah, I'll pay it here. I don't need to know the total. I'm sure it's not going to be.
It should be what it looks like 2 pages then if you're looking for.
Yeah.
Are you just looking at the one where you signed in, or?
Just the sign-in sheet for that day.
The entire day, or?
The whole day.
Okay, I'll write that down.
And then just the phone call extension number list.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right. Have a great day, guys. All right, so I filed the record request, cameras off limits, I guess, security system.
So we'll wait, and then we'll come back next week, and we'll see what the deal is. You guys saw the snowflakes melting here, though, boy. It's definitely hot in Florida today. I think it's in the 80s somewhere. There's the City Watch. Never seen one of those before. It's probably the Citizens on Patrol program that they have. So that's good. These guys are still here, but they're fixing to take off, it looks like. So I'll be getting out of here in a second, and I'll be moving on to another spot. Rogue Nation, folks, making changes happen without getting arrested. It's a miracle. Imagine what can happen when you know the law, you act responsibly, and you make demands that have to be respected. Okay? You don't have to act all crazy and curse and go to jail every time you do an audit in order to prove a rights violation or to get changes made. Alright? Back at the Salvation Army, picking up my records request today. Told them I would be in today, or this week. Pick that up. So let's see what they have to say. Hello, ma'am. I'm here for my public records request.
Alex? Yes, Josh? I did. Yes. Yes, for the public records. Pardon me? Yes. Okay, you. Yes. So send him to Gail to pay?
Tim Campbell.
Alright. And you have that appointment?
Miss Warren? Warren, was that you?
You're gonna have to step away for just a moment, please.
If it's her, but there's a lady talking on the phone.
Sir? How you doing?
Good. Got it right here.
Yep.
It's Miss Lewis.
Alright.
So it's $1.40 to 20 cents per page.
After 8 pages.
Mm-hmm.
After 8 pages.
Okay.
How many pages are here?
7.
Yeah, do you want to read the law real quick?
No, yeah.
It's 15 cents a page after the first 8.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, thank you guys.
No problem.
Yep. Alright guys, we were just at the Salvation Army office right there behind me, and came in this morning to do a public records request, actually to get my public records request, which I believe I showed you in the other shot, but if not, it's right here.
Y'all go check out Rogue Nation right now. Tell them Probation sent you.